Here are some tips for finding instant information in Google. The first one is to find the definition of a word. You're going to use the command define colon and then the word. For example, let's define vacation. You will notice it gives you the word as well as it will pronounce it for you.
Vacation.
And then it gives you the different definitions. It also gives you synonyms for the word. When a student asks you what a word means, have them use this tool. The next quick tip is find the answer to a math equation. I'm going to find 15% of 324. You will notice what it does is it brings up a calculator with the answer in it. And then the calculator is readily available to use for additional problems. Students can use this when they're trying to find out if their answer to their practice problems are correct. Another quick tip is find quick facts on a celebrity, location, movie, or song. For instance, let's find information on Albert Einstein. What happens is, over on the right-hand side, it's going to give you quick information. It tells you a little bit about him, as well as where he's born, when he died, his children, his spouse, his education, his rewards, and then it also gives you people also to search for that might be related to the person that you searched for. If you're going to search for a location, so let's search for Leander, Texas. What it's going to do is it's going to give you the information about the city as well as a map. So students can click on the map to see exactly where Leander falls or the location that they are searching for. Students can use this to research information on all kinds of things. The next quick tip is finding the weather. So I'm going to go back to Google here in the web part and I'm going to type in weather. It knows my current location, so what it does is it pulls up the weather for me. Say that you want to find the weather in a specific location in the world. You would type in weather and then the city name. So if I want to find Brussels, it's going to pull up the weather for Brussels. Students can use this to compare weather in different parts of the world. You could also have them map out the weather over time to determine seasons or discover why the temperature of places around the equator doesn't fluctuate much. Another quick tip is find unit conversions. If I come up here and I type in unit conversions, what it does is it brings me up a bar to where I can change the conversion to be between temperature, length, mass, speed, volume, area, fuel consumption, time, and digital storage. So say that I want to find the speed. And I want to say 1 mile per hour equals, and then it's going to tell me that it is 1.4667 feet per second. But say that I want an exact conversion. All I have to do is come up in here and say that I want to know what $1 is in euro. Students can use this information to be able to solve math problems. For instance, if $1 equals 73 hundredths of a euro and Beth converts $20, how many euros will Beth receive? They can also use this information to write word problems for other people to solve. So perhaps they write a word problem and a fellow student has to go in and find the conversion on Google in order to solve that problem. Another quick tip is to find sports scores. So to find the sports score, you're simply going to type in the name of the team. So say I want to find about the Dallas Cowboys. It's going to bring me up the last information that they have of their score. So you can see the last time they played was against the Green Bay Packers. If you have a student who's a sports fanatic, have him or her find and compare stats of a couple teams. Have them solve or create word problems with the stats they are given. For instance, with this information, I can ask a student what is the difference between the team's scores. So in this case, the difference would be 1. Have them compare over the different quarters. What was the difference between the scores over the quarters? Below, you will see that there is a little tiny part of an arrow. If you click on this, what it does is it gives you the scores and the schedules for all of the teams that the Dallas Cowboys played. So have them compare over time between who did better, who did worse, as well as what was the difference between them. You can ask them to date, what is the sum of all the points that they have earned for all the games. There's various problems that you can present or have them come up with using this information. Another quick tip is define earthquake activity. I'm simply going to type in earthquake, and it tells me the recent earthquakes, the time, magnitude. What's also nice is it gives them a map to be able to click on. So I can see 5 days ago in Central California. I'm going to click on the map, and it's going to give me the exact location of where that earthquake occurred. So perhaps have them pull this up, and you can map over the different days where earthquakes are happening and have them come up with, why do you think that so many earthquakes are happening in a certain location? Why are earthquakes not happening in another location? And have this lead into the different fault lines that occur and why earthquakes do happen.